Hey everyone, my name is Karma and I wanted to show you the brand new Funschooling Warrior Word Work Activity Book by the Thinking Tree, Learning Grammar Through Poetry, Games, and Crafts. There's 115 activities and this is how thick it is. That's the table of contents, the different poems that the kiddos are going to learn. A note to the word warriors and everything that you need to complete the book. So here we start with our very first poem, which is Wanted a Warrior. Over on this side, it says, read your new poem on the next page several times until you are comfortable with all the words and the flow of the poem. Highlight the 5 most important words or phrases that show the meaning of the poem. The 5 words or phrases I chose were, and then they write them here. This is repeated for the poems, each poem. Here, the child has an opportunity to create an advertisement for a warrior. It says, what type of person would that be? Maybe it is you. Draw a picture and write in the values needed. Over here, the child is to look for a video for kids about warriors, watch it, and then they would put what they learned. Now we're going to start with the poem Abbreviations. This is the same instructions that I just read over here for the other poem. Again, they're going to find a video, but this time about abbreviations. This poem, I would have my kids read it again at this point, but it does say down here that you're going to use it for warrior warm-ups 1 to 4. And I'll show you how in just a second. So this is another page that repeats several times, warrior reading time. So it says read 4, and then somebody's going to choose how long, how many minutes, the teacher, the parent, child, if they're old enough, I guess, says, let me tell you about the main character in my book, the setting in my book is, and a sketch about my story. Here in Warrior Warm-Up number 2, it says, go back to your poem illustration and read it several times. Practice making the words sound smooth. Here it says, illustrate the poem with a pencil. Make sure the words you highlighted are shown in your sketch. So my understanding is that this is where they're going to go back to this poem. And if you notice, the first time that we saw this, there was little illustrations. So now they're asking the child to illustrate the poem, and they're going to do it in pencil. Now we have a sorting game. This is another activity that is repeated throughout the book. So they're going to cut out the words on this page, match the months of the year and the days of the week with the correct abbreviations, and then record their work below. A doodle page, a warrior reading time, again, a reading page. Warrior warm-up number 3. So now they're going to go back to that poem illustration again, read it several more times, and practice making your reading sound expressive. Use a black fine line marker to overline your pencil sketch. So back to where they went and did their illustrations, and they did them in pencil. Now they're going to go over it in fine black marker. Now we have a game. There's also several games. This one's for the abbreviations. Another reading page. And then Warrior Warm-Up number 4. Again, they're going to go back to the poem. They're going to read it several times. It says, practice making your reading the speed of talking. Not too fast, not too slow. And now they're going to go, and that illustration that was first done in pencil and then done in black fine marker, they're now going to go back and they're going to color it. We have copy work. So they're going to copy this over here. Again, this activity repeats several times. My doodles and notes about abbreviations. And then this is a little self-assessment. So for this poem, The Test of a Warrior, it says, go back to your poem illustration and read the poem several times. Try saying the poem without looking. How did you do? Color in the helmets. And so these are a scale that they can use, and it starts with, I need more work, I'm on my way, I have memorized the poem. Then it says, try again. Did you get any better? And then the same little scale. Now record your voice saying the poem. Listen to your recording and check it with your poem. How did you do? Again, the scale. And now recite your poem to an adult. Give yourself a final score. I think that's so cute. Now we're on to our next poem, which is compound words. So we've got warm-up number 1, which is reading the poem and highlighting and choosing the 5 words or phrases. We've got the poem not illustrated. Again, we're going to watch a video, this time about compound words. A reading page. They're going to go back. They're going to practice reading it. They're going to illustrate the version that didn't have the illustration. They're going to do that in pencil. Got the sorting again. Doodle page, reading page. Now we have another game for the compound words. Reading page, and again with the warm-up number 4, they're going to go back, reread it, and they're going to use their colored pencils to illustrate it, to fill in the pencil and the pen drawing that they did. More copy work, more notes, this time about the compound words, and another self-assessment. Next poem, synonyms. So I won't read you every page. You can see that these activities repeat. So another game, more copy work, another self-assessment, another poem. Multiple meaning words. I love that. It has multiple meanings, 1 word, 2 meanings. Ring on my finger, ring the bell. Lie down the pencil, a lie I will not tell. Turn off the light, the sky is light blue. A bat flew in the cave, my baseball bat is new. Multiple meanings, 1 word, 2 meanings. Super cute. Sorting game there. More copy work. Another self-assessment. This poem is about syllables. Another game. Another reading page. Copy work. Self-assessment. And I love this. At the very end of the book, it says, Warrior Performance Assessment. Remembering these warrior poems will help you in your language arts work later. Can you remember all the poems you have memorized? Take a couple of days to review the poems and memorize them. Perform your poems for an adult who loves you. So for each one of the poems that they did in the book, they're going to do a final self-assessment using that same scale. I need more work. I'm on my way. I have memorized the poem. There. I'm hoping you can see that. Sorry about the light. And then at the very end, when they feel confident that they have memorized them all, or you've gone as far as you're going to go, there's even a really sweet little certificate. Congratulations. And you fill in your child's name. Has completed warrior word work. So there it is. Warrior word work by the Thinking Tree.